it's Lael with Lael by Mail. In this video, we're going to take a look at days 6 through 12 in my 2022 December daily album. I have already filmed days 1 through 5, and I have included a link to that flip through video in the description box of the video down below. So for the base of my project, I am using my 2022 December documented mini book project kit. I have a handful of those remaining, still available, and so I've included a link to that in the description box of the video as well. So with that kit, I have everyone makes the same project leading up to the 1st of December, and then as I start to document my December, I pull in different things from my stash to kind of make it a little bit my own. So that is what you will see here. So for day 6, I did a little kind of me day, if you will. Went and had a pedicure and then went to the mall shopping and went to lunch all by myself. And I had a wonderful day. So I included a tag there for my journaling with some little baker's twine and a chipboard 6 there, stapled some pom-pom trim down there at the bottom. And then I took a little mirror selfie as I was shopping, doing some shopping for myself. But really, my husband asked me, oh golly, to pick out things for myself and buy them so he can wrap them and give them to me because he just has a hard time shopping for me. So there we go. There is a selfie. I did do other Christmas shopping that day as well, but I just took that selfie of myself buying some things for me, for him to give to me. So that was kind of fun. That was an easy way to get me into my December daily project for the year. And so that is the 6th. On the 7th, we had some snow here. We live in Utah, and I just did a really simple-ish, I guess, page about the 7th. And my husband and I went out that night about 9:30, and it was so quiet and so peaceful. We are participating in a step challenge, and we needed to get our steps in. So normally we would never have gone out at 9:30 at night when there's a lot of snow and it was like 20 degrees. We never would have gone out, but because of that step challenge, we did. And I am so glad that we did because it was magical. It was just magical. It was so beautiful outside and it was so quiet and peaceful and the snow was light as air. So we really enjoyed that. And so I did a little bit of journaling there about that, photo of our house, and then a photo that I just snapped of my feet in the snow. For the 8th, was just, I really didn't have a lot to talk about. So I talked about a manicure. My manicure that I talked about with red nails. I do red nails once a year, and that is at Christmas time. Otherwise, I'm with my regular old blush color. But anyhow, so that's always a big change for me at Christmas time. So I took a photo of a cup of coffee that I had purchased and then my little red nail there. And then on the back side, a new to me, and I think this is new, just released this year, but Alicia Keys for the first time did a Christmas album. And so I was just kind of did a screenshot of the cover of that album from iTunes or Apple Music or whatever they're calling it these days, and then a little bit of journaling there. On the 9th, I have to figure out a better way to try to attach that little star since it moves around on that little floating tag. On the 9th, I used a gift tag from a gift that I purchased when I was shopping on the 6th. And then did some journaling, a little bit of journaling on the back. But on the 9th, I got together with some neighbors for a kind of late afternoon lunch and a kind of keep or steal. That's what I call it. But some people call it like a white elephant, even though it's not a white elephant, where everybody brings a wrapped gift and then you draw numbers and then you can you go number by number, and as you go, you can either unwrap a new present or steal one that has already been unwrapped. Anyhow, I had a lot of fun with that. Used a really fun little journal or a little kind of playing card there from Pretty Little Studio. Did a little bit of journaling. Now on the back side, super simple, was just the back side of a 4x6 card and then a photo of all of us together. For the 10th, I ended up on the 10th kind of moving things around a little bit. I think that this was originally a different day. My foundation page was a different day, and I mixed it up a little bit for the 10th. No, actually, it was the 10th, but I had to change things a little bit. Anyhow, doesn't matter. So here we have one of the interactive elements that I teach when I am doing my mini book project kits. So this is a door with a lock and a latch. So this is the latch and it slides under, which that piece there I'm calling the lock. So there we go. I've added two kind of sandwiched two star die cuts or stickers in between that latch. Once you pull the latch out of the lock, you can then open the door. So on the 10th, we had, actually, I fibbed a little bit here, friends. This actually happened on the 11th. There were two things that happened on the 11th, and I wanted to document, so I just pretended like one happened on the 10th. And here's the deal with that. Doesn't matter. No one cares. No one's going to know next year or 5 years from now that this really happened on the 11th instead of the 10th. So my word of wisdom there to you is do what you want. No one is, if you need to move days around and things like that and get creative, you should absolutely do that. No one will know or care. Anyhow, so we had our younger son Sam and his girlfriend over for dinner, and then I had picked up that day what Costco called a mansion, a gingerbread mansion. Not sure why it's a mansion, but they called it a gingerbread mansion. So then the kids put that together. So did some photos from there and a little journaling, and that just slides. That latch slides right back under the lock. And then on the back side, a cute little picture of the two of them after they had decorated their gingerbread house. So on the 11th, again, second story for the 11th. That's why I made this one the 10th. But on the 11th, I did a little bit of documenting about something that some ladies in our neighborhood have done together for this is the second year we've done this. We get a group together and we go out to breakfast, and each of us also brings $100 bill. So we pay our bill for breakfast, and then we put the $100 bills in an envelope for our server. And when we're done, we hand the envelope to the server. And it is it's a very neat thing that we've done now for the last 2 years, our group of neighbors. And it's just very special, giving back in a very small way to someone that may need it. We don't know the person. We haven't pre-planned anything out other than we're going to breakfast and we're taking, the $100. So this year, the server that waited on us received a $1,000 tip. So that was a really neat thing. And she was just speechless. She was absolutely speechless, and didn't know what to say, and left, and then came back and, told us about her kids and how that she'd be able to finish her Christmas shopping for her kids this year, which she didn't know how she was going to be able to do. And she, thanked us profusely and just asked us to if she could give us each a hug, and she did. So I love that tradition that we've started with a group in our neighborhood the last 2 years. So for this one, I created a little kind of window. I started out with some vellum hearts, and I've gone through this in detail, the whole process, and showed photos and everything step by step on how I did this on my blog and my website. So I've included a link in that to the description as well. This is for the 11th. But anyhow, I used a circle cutter after I laid out all of the hearts, used a special highlighter tape to then kind of hold them all together, pulled that off, then used a circle cutter to cut out the circle. And then over here, I had printed a photo from the Pancake House. That's where we went, of their logo, turned it black and white, and then also cut that out of a circle and added that there for my journaling. And then I just basically told the same story here that I kind of relayed a few minutes ago about that whole process. It was fun. Very much enjoy that. But what was interesting, this was total dumb luck. I wish I could say that I had totally planned this, but when I put this whole piece together and then turned the page, I'm like, oh my goodness, that's perfect. It's a little frame for their cute little faces right there from the day before. So that was kind of fun. All right, so now that takes us to the 12th. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is, I don't know, I must be super emotional today. This is another one of those that is just, this warms my heart so much. This is what I have here. I've been doing this project for the last 15 years, and this project is so special to me. I'm just capturing the memories and telling the stories every year. I always in my projects, in my December daily projects, have there's always something with Christmas lists. And this is the 15th year that I've been doing this. So I have 15 years of books with 15 years of our boys. We have two. They're now 25 and 22, but of their Christmas lists over the years, over the last 15 years. And so what I did this year, I actually pulled out a box that I had made back, oh my gosh, when they were little. I probably made the box the very first year when our oldest son, Jack, was old enough to start writing. And I kept their Christmas lists over the years and their letters to Santa. Now, of course, I photocopied those before I actually mailed them off to Santa so that I would have copies, if you know what I mean. But so I pulled those out today, and I thought it would be really, as I was documenting the 12th, I thought it'd be really fun to include a photo of those in my album this year. So when you look at those, you look at those letters in their lists. Some of them date back to 2004, and it's just such a special. This is one of these letters in their list to Santa are just honestly one of my most cherished possessions. I'm just so thankful that I thought back then to save those, because it's just so neat to see their little handwriting and what they were asking for. And it's, in some cases, it's so hard. It's so hard to read their handwriting, right? But I just love it. I just love that. And I've never included a photo of those in my albums until this year. So I thought that would be fun. Over here, I created a little pocket, and I took an 8x12 piece of pattern paper, so 12x12, and cut it down to 8, and then scored about I don't know, maybe 5 inches from the bottom, and then folded that back up on the back side to create a pocket. So here I've just done a little bit of journaling about how their lists have changed over the years, and then also the format of their lists have changed over the years. Back then they were all handwritten, and now they are literally, they're texted to me. So they're texted to me with links, making it easy to buy. So that's what kind of my journaling is about here. On the back side of the pocket, you have their texts. I've done screenshots of their texts. So even their girlfriends have texted me different things that they wanted, and that's just kind of a fun way. That's Sam wanted a new hairbrush, our younger son. But anyhow, it's just kind of fun to have those lists, right? Different. But this kind of shows the progression of technology and how the progression of the things they're asking for as well. And then I did a little bit more journaling right there. So those things just slide in the pocket. And then what you see there is the box that I made way back when. Some of you that have been around in the scrapbooking world for quite a while may remember some of these. These were stickers from Pebbles in My Pocket, the company Pebbles in My Pocket, way back then. And I just kind of made that little box. But anyhow, there you go. That is that's my December daily now through the 12th. Oh my goodness, you guys, I apologize for getting emotional. I don't know what came over me. I actually will say every year when I do the flip through, usually when I do the flip through at the very end, when I flipped through all 25 days, I do get a little emotional, just because this is just such a special project. This December daily project that Allie Edwards started 15 years ago. I don't know. It's just such a special project to me. It holds such a special place in my heart, and I'm forever thankful to her for coming up with the concept. And I can say I'm proud of myself that this is the 15th year that I have been doing it. So it's just something I enjoy so much. Okay, friends, much of that, as I mentioned, I've included links to in the description box of the video down below. If you're watching during December, I hope you're having a wonderful holiday season. And if you are watching anytime after the fact, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.